Oh, hello, everybody. Just going to have a little bit of fun here while I'm waiting outside my children's program, opening some Legion's Realms at War. I saw, who did I see playing this? I can't even remember now. I saw a couple of people playing it online. Looked like fun, and Atlas Games had a good deal on them, I guess. I don't know if it was a deal. I think it's just the actual price of them, but whatever. The price seemed reasonable for the starter kits, and I thought, why not jump into it? It's Canadian as well, so that's a nice bonus. Let's see what they look like. Some of the stuff looks stellar. Some of it looked like it could have, been a bit early, and I think maybe I watched a video of an early release of stuff, but let's see. Let's close the knife, actually, before I hurt myself. Let's see what's this one? This is the, it doesn't say on it what it is, but I think this is the one I saw the sample of. Orcs and Heroes. Oh, Sharn the Orc-Bane Blood Maiden, and Alero, the King of Kingdoms. Interesting. Oh, it's kind of a little loose fitting in there. I guess that was supposed to hold them in, but it didn't. Ooh, there's packs of cards too. Well, you know what? Let's crack a precon, and then we'll crack some packs. Got about 20 minutes of this, I think, before I've got to go. All right, so here's the Orc precon. Main card is foil. Always nice to get something shiny. Come on. Plastic is my nemesis. Can't get through it. Anyways, finally. Okay, so we got our Orc Warlord. And we have, oh yeah, okay, so it is. It's like a Saturday morning cartoons, they were saying. And yeah, that's how the artwork is, which is fine. It's got its styling. It's not bad. Better than some things have been, actually. So I'm somewhat pleased with it. I believe the packs are different, if memory serves, from what I saw in the little preview thing. Cards are nice. They seem there's 2 ad cards with it. That's weird. Pretty strong. They're nice. It's seems reasonable. I wish the box held them better. That would have been nice, but that's okay. We got 2 packs, 10 card booster packs. Let's crack into them and see what we got going on here. So it is a TCG, so you do collect the cards and you can build your own sets out of them. And we've got Mortis's Soul Revival. The names are sideways on them. It's kind of annoying. Well, I guess it's not really, you don't need to know what the name of the card is, right? You're just playing the card. It doesn't matter what the name is. Let me see if I can pop in my chat. I think someone's actually in here. Yep, someone is in here. Okay. All messages are visible. How do I change that? Oh, there we are. Okay. I forgot to turn off non-subscribers, so I'm probably going to get those garbage ones written that say whatever dot whatever. It's like 5 letters. Anyways, Mortis Soul's Revival. Menocious Primordial Doomed Might. Underground Duxvox Designs. Pandesha's Dragon Shield. This one's kind of cool. Lord of Valor, the Brave Resistance. I guess with the name down the side, they can get some pretty long names going. Primordial Child of Justice, Themis. The description before the name. That's interesting. It is small writing, and actually, I was just talking with. There's a backwards card. The foil is backwards. Foil Land of Goliaths. Oh, it's not a foil. Like it's a foil, but it's got like a gold foil on it, like a stuck-on foil. That's kind of neat. So it's foil to begin with, and then it's got gold. What do they call it? Hot press or whatever, something like that. I was talking with Awesome Wasim, and I was showing a game I'm working on, and he had mentioned how small the font was I was using, and he was correct. It was like a 0.8 font because that's what I needed to fit the text in, and it's not good. Like this is just about as low as you can get, where it says Bloodborne 8 on the bottom there. Once you get to the smaller ones at the very bottom, which is fine because that's just showing us the illustrator, the copyright, the flavor text, that's okay. It's not integral to the game. But any smaller than this, I mean, even that is a little bit of a stretch for me because there's a lot of text in there It's very justified too, so it's just trying to be a little bit different. That's interesting. But any more text than that, and it gets a little difficult to read. And I don't think it's just for me. I mean, I get it. I got old eyes. What can I say? But I think it's bordering on illegible. It's the same reason why I can't. I mean, there's other reasons why, but why I can't or don't play. What's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? The cards are small, and the text is even smaller on the card. So I really have no clue what's going on when I come to those. Light Sprite of the Ever Bright. That's some pretty artwork too. Who did all their artwork here? Susan Hounsville is this one. I wonder if they're interested in hiring Canadian artists. I mean, it's a Canadian game. Hit me up, guys. I not to sell myself, but I do card design and artwork and stuff like that. You may know me from such things. No, just kidding. You might have seen my name somewhere, but that's fine. That's beside the point. Vukure, the Orcbane Weapon Master. Primordial of Fame, Clemeny? Unstoppable Titan Warforce. Oh, this kind of reminds me of Raised by Wolves. That was it Prime? That Prime show? Interesting. Land of Fire and Ice. Stoga Frost Blastforge Flamekeeper. That's a long name. Wow, that's a long name. Runecast Reverberation. Lower Principalities. Super Sprite Summoning. There's no foil in this one? I feel like I've gone through all the cards already. Sacred Seraphim Shield. Yeah, no foil in this pack. I guess it's not a foil per pack type thing. Now, how am I going to keep this precon separate from those cards? The box really does anything conductive to that. Now I got to get some kind of boxes to hold this stuff in. Because, yeah, it's really not designed for it. All right, well, you know, no, I can't open the other precon or I won't be able to keep them separate. So I can only open packs and one precon per box, which is fine. I'll manage. But we also have this. What time is it? Do I have time? It's getting close. Maybe I'll open this one. This is the Bountiful Harvest expansion set. 10 cards per pack, 5 packs per box, 1 box topper, foil rare. I think we'll open this. What do you think? Yeah, we got time to open one more of these guys. You guys want to see? I don't want to see that one. I think I saw that one. What's this one? Dwarves and Birds. That's what I'm going to call that one. Dwarf Warlord and Mythical Beast Warlord. Dwarves and Birds it is. Let's open up the Dwarves and Birds. Let's see what we got in there. Personalized Swiss Army knife. Has my name on it. Or I guess anyone else named Jeff. Technically. Anyone, that can be anyone's. The knife for anyone named Jeff. You know, when I got artwork signed at like conventions and stuff like that, I'd often ask them to personalize it, and they'd kind of be surprised. They'd be like, "Really, you want your name on it?" I'm like, "Hell yeah! I want people to know that I met you, the artist or creator or celebrity of whatever sort it was." I'm like, I'm not getting your signature for future value. This is because I want to remember that, hey, I met you at this place, and you signed something for me. I think that's awesome. So that's my story. What do we want? Birds or dwarves? Birds or dwarves? What do you guys think? Oh, is Genesis watching me? Hello, hello. I'm assuming it's a Sid. I figure I got to beat you to the game. You guys are going live soon, so anyone who does watch this in the next 10 minutes, make sure you you catch up with Genesis Battle of Champions, because they're going live with their exploding the library. I mean, exploring the library. Actually, I have an idea about exploding the library, but don't tell anyone, especially not a Sid. Don't let him know. Or I guess, yeah, don't let any of them know at Haunted Castle Gaming. Why can't I open this thing? So this is your competition out there, Sid, I guess. The other Canadian game. Not tactical, though. So they're technically not direct competition. Why is plastic so hard to open? Oh, my gosh. Plastic is the bane of my existence. There we go. Come on. Come on. A dinosaur died for this plastic to be on here. No wonder it's so tough. Anyways, okay, so, yeah, they're a Canadian company as well. I don't know if you know them or not. I do not. I've never. I've only heard about them recently, and I thought I'd give them a shot and take a look at what they've got because I guess I like spending money or something. Wasting. It's not wasting money. It's spending money. Okay, so we ended up opening the birdies. Shalara the Mystic Fire Phoenix. Their foils aren't super dark, which is nice, although I can see the foiling pattern in them, so I don't know where they're being printed, but you can see the foiling pattern in the foil itself. I noticed on some POD stuff, you can see the scan lines of where they print, because obviously they're printed on that sort of thing, not offset. High tides rise all ships, right? Oh, no, show me the text. High tides rise all ships, right? I just want to see the industry grow. This is 100% true, Sid, and my fear is that we're heading towards a TCG bubble, or we are in a TCG bubble, I should say. There are a lot of TCGs out there right now that are just capitalizing on the hype train. We're not going to name names because obviously, people don't. It's not nice to talk ill of others, I guess, right? Whether it's competition or whatever. You don't want to badmouth other people. My fear is that, like, something like this, fine, they've got a whole set of stuff. Obviously, they've worked through some gameplay and all that, but I do see a lot of cash grabs out there. Overhyping the collectability of things. It's just heading towards that cliff that they're all going to fall off of. And not just because you're on the stream, but I can say it because I've said it to your face and I've said it behind your back. The mantra I keep hearing from you of creating a company first is the right way to go about the longevity of it. You're not creating a game, you're creating a company. The game happens to be what the company produces, but you're creating a company first and foremost. And you need that. You need a company to be sustainable and maintainable to get a game after. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. You obviously know that. Anyone who's watching this just thinks I'm stupid because they don't care about that. They just want to play the damn game, probably, right? They have no interest in what's going on. Oh, that's a shame, that artwork there. The nose got cut off. That's something else. I'll get onto that rant in a minute. Let me start opening some of these packs, but I'll get onto that rant in a minute about card design. Because I've done some card design recently, and interesting. No offense to my fellow artists out there, but you got to kind of learn what product you're working with and work within the confines of that product. But yes, creating a company first is key because you are building a company. You're building a legacy sort of thing. You're building something to grow. If you're just building a game, or worse, just building collectible cards, I wish you well and wish you luck, but I don't see a future in it. It's a quick cash grab, and I mean no offense by it, because everyone teaches his own. Some people like that, some people want to do that. That's fine, but it's not gonna see your game through to fruition. And I don't feel bad so much for you for doing it. I feel bad for the people that are jumping on the hype train, either hoping to cash in or because they really believe in something. And if you don't believe in that thing as much as they do, I don't. It's like there's an association I belong to where they keep pushing for a grassroots campaign. The association is dealing with companies that are 50, 60, 70 years old deep. The association itself is over 20 years old. When you've been around for 20 years, you don't want grassroots campaigns. You should be, as an association that represents these companies, you should be pushing the narrative forward. You should be pushing the industry forward, not relying on the company to do it for you. So I kind of derailed myself there, but if this is your dream to create this game, create the damn game. Don't rely on the money of others until you're ready to push forward to that next level where you're saying, okay, this is ready to present to people. It's ready to get out there in the world. Now I'm ready. I've proven myself to myself and to others. Now let's take the next step and get it out to a broader audience. I think I'm pretty much speaking to Haunted Castle Gaming's game plan by saying that. However, that is the right way to do it. Too much of a cash grab. People see, yeah, it does sound like your type of rants, right? Yeah, you had a more eloquent and polite way to say it, though. I tend to go off the rails and get a little bit heated. I'm very opinionated about things. Let's not talk about NFTs or things like that, because I don't do well when it comes to what I figure is. I don't like when people are shysters and pulling the wool over the eyes of the unfortunates or the people who don't know better. Speaking of people who don't know better, I'll get off that rant, off that soapbox. I'll show you some art while I'm talking, but I will talk about card art and layout and design quickly. So you see some of these here are decent the way they're laid out. I mean, they're obviously, these are full art cards they're designed to be because they have faded boxes on the bottom. But then you get something like this where a key component of that artwork is under the faded box. Now you can see it, it's not so bad, but there's text over it, there's a faded box over it. Ultimately, what you need to create as a TCG artist or whatever, I mean, I've done what, 4 or 5 different layouts now for some of these upcoming TCG companies. If you include my own, I've done like 8 or 9. Once you've come up with your layout, you know, you've got your costs, your affiliations, all this fancy junk, create one of these with your full bleed, with your cut lines, with your safe area, with all these areas boxed off, all in different colors, labeled what they are. Send that to your artist and say, here, your artwork must fit into this. And then the artist, if they're worth their salt, will focus on the open area. See this boar's tusk is cut off a little bit? It's minor, right? It's just something little. Well, they should have either had a layered image that they could have put that over top of the text box, which is something to do with the layout of it. That's one thing. Or drawn that a little bit differently. It should have fit into that much better. I mean, it's not terrible. That's not one of the worst examples. That one I showed before, the cut off nose was pretty rough. But like well, here, this one here does show it well too. Like these people in the background are kind of cut off. You should be able to see them fully or less. Like it wasn't designed for this card. They weren't designed with that in mind. And it's quite obvious. No one looked at that frame properly and made a decision based on the framework. They just said, yeah, I'm going to draw a nice picture. Same idea with the 3.5 by 2.5 form factor. Don't create your artwork to 3.5 by 2.5. Create your artwork larger than that. I did some artwork to it. I'm not blameless. I did artwork too. I did it all rectangular, not realizing that it needed to be square because it was only coming to square boxes. I was looking at other artwork other artists had done for the set of this card game, and I assumed that that's what we needed. And I made an assumption. That was a mistake. I should have asked for a layout of it. Since then, they've provided a layout. I've been able to redo some of my artwork for it, which was great. Some of the benefits of working digitally. But it's nice to have that ahead of time. So anyone who's getting into this, if anyone watches this that is thinking of starting this sort of thing, either touch base with me and I'll help you out with it, or talk to your art team, your creative team, and get a proper layout format going. I don't care that you can see this box through a faded area. When you provide this to your artist, this needs to have a big red, green, blue, I don't care what color the box is, that says text area. These fancy little swash lines here, put them on there. This area is covered by a graphic. You don't want something key in that area. It might be key to you, it might be key to the artist, but there might be something key in that area. You don't want to be there. This isn't bad, but they look cut out because, or cut off because it doesn't look like they provided enough space. Take your image, make it this square space. Most cards are square like that. I mean, if you know you're doing a full art, it's one thing, but focus all your artwork, it tends to be in a square area. So if you need to make something just for the heck of it, focus all your area in a 4x3? Yeah, it's a traditional TV screen size almost. Focus all your key artwork in that size of an area, more or less. Expand down enough to get to your 3.5 by 2.5 with filler, because if it goes full art, you're going to want something there. Then, doesn't matter how big you go around it, just go big. Give lots of background. Like, look at this background. It's clouds. Clouds and a couple of crows. How long did that take you to draw? Not very long at all. So do a lot of that. Those should have extended out this far on either side. I would say a good even ½ inch over what this is. They could have recentered this. They could have zoomed it out a little bit. It sounds like I'm picking on Legion's Realms at War. I'm not. I'm just using them as an example for my current rant. Ultimately, the art is great. I watched a game playthrough, and it seemed like a lot of fun. I would like to actually find someone to play this game against. I would like to try it. But it just like, see the scales here, right? There's a scale behind one of these lines. That scale should be either cropped, either cut out on top of it, or you need more space around this to shrink it so that the character fits a little bit cleaner in there and you're not missing a key component of that character. What's that one called? Primordial Child of Justice. Oh, I think I got that one already before. Anyways, Sorry, I'm only ranting about it because I started getting on this kick of ranting about the art, and I really shouldn't because I was just really excited to see some of this stuff. Oh, those are ghosts. I just noticed those are pretty, and there's some skulls on the bottom there too. Um, I'm really excited to see what's in here, and that's why I started cracking them. So please don't make that as a. This isn't a judgment of Legion's Realms at War. This is a talk about the entire TCG, the current TCG industry, because everyone's starting to go that way. They're trying to jump in, make a quick. Not everyone. A lot of these people are jumping in to make a quick buck and doing something flashy with artwork. Focus on your company, your gameplay, and your professionalism, your layouts, your things like that. Then you can start worrying about getting the artwork in. It's great. Yes, I did it too. I made not a TCG. It was just a single standalone 90 card game, and I did all the artwork. I finished everything. I did all the layouts. Then I had to go back and redo all the layouts. Then I had to touch up a bunch of artwork that was now covered by the new layouts, and it was just a nightmare. What a disaster! And I don't know why I started down that road. Like I knew better, and I still did it. See, this one here is pretty good. This one's layout is nice. I don't like that the swash line here, wherever it is, or this blue line comes over the hand a bit, but that's just me nitpicking. There are some nice things you could do actually with cutouts going on top. So talk to your artist about getting layered imagery for it that you can do stuff with. But I lost my train of thought again. Anyways, I think I've got to go pick up my kid soon. He's in music right now. He's slapping the bass. But yeah, if anyone has any questions or wants to completely argue and disagree with me, go right ahead. But I'm probably not going to listen because, like I told Sid before, I'm quite opinionated and think I'm right when it comes to that sort of thing. There are things where I will back down on and tell you I have no clue what I'm talking about. But when it comes to some of this feel for art, I know art is subjective too, but certain things like start with a company, move on to gameplay. If this is the route you want to go down. If you're just in it for the quick buck, then yeah, do whatever. Make some NFTs and make a bunch of money off of the backs of the poor people. You might as well just start a government then or something. But if not, yeah, start with a company, move on to gameplay, make a sound, strong game. Everyone talks about lore too. Great, yeah, make some stories behind it. It's nice to have that sort of thing. It fleshes things out for people, but the amount of people that are going to play your game because it's a fun game to play are way more than the people that are going to play your game because of the story behind it. Look at Magic the Gathering. There are way more people that play it than actually know or care about the story. It's like that with everything. Same with Pokemon. Well, Pokemon maybe is a bit different because kids get into it because of the show and all that, but that might be a little bit questionable. But yeah, look at it that way. The lore is great. It's nice to have, but do focus on your gameplay. If you're looking for the longevity of it, make sure you've got a sound company mind behind it. Don't kid yourself on what you think you're going to get out of it either. I mean, no one should really be targeting first place. You want to look at somewhere in the top 10, maybe, because once you get past Magic, once you get past Pokemon, you've got heavy hitters like Konami and things like that. I'm sorry, but you're not going to beat them out. They have endless pockets. They're going to go very deep. Work on your niche, carve it out, and be happy you've got that core group of people that actually enjoy your vision and want to see it through. I know I started on that rant before and I got lost sidetracked. But anyways, I digress. I must go in and pick up my son now. Maybe as things progress a bit more and I get a little bit more confident that people aren't going to just think I'm being a total jerk, I'll go with my 5-year plan and talk to you guys as I like. Maybe I'll do some reviews of TCGs and which ones will be here in 5 years, because that's my meter stick. That's my what's it called? Measuring rod, or there's a word. I can't think of the word right now. Anyways, that's my judgment of it. Will they be here in 5 years? That will tell me if they're going to be successful or not. It's a 5-year window that they need to get to. Haunted Castle Gaming, you're lucky, Sid. This is your 5th year, or next year is. So you're already there. You got me beat. You tricked me. But actually, we got to jump over to that too. Anyone who's watching, if you're live with me now, jump over to Haunted Castle Gaming, to Genesis Battle of Champions YouTube, Twitch. Watch them. They're doing Exploring the Library. It's a lot of fun. 3 great guys chatting. What more could you ask for? Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.